Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Hey, we got us a fun little project ahead of us here. We have got this Schrade Old Timer 194 OT, and it's a Gunstock Trapper is what they've called it. Now this blade, it needs a little bit of attention here. Looks like it almost got hot right there, that blade. But let's start cleaning her up. And we've got a little bit of damage here. Maybe after some mineral oil that'll help with that. And we got quite a bit of rust right there on the back spring. But actually down inside, she looks pretty clean down in there. But let's just, let's get started on this blade. Use our number 7 heavy duty rubbing compound to get started. And I think this old gal's going to clean up just fine. She may not look mint showroom or like that, but I'll tell you what, I think she's still a very usable knife. Looks like we got plenty of blade there. And so let's just get her cleaned up, oiled up, and we'll have us a really nice looking knife here. A lot of discoloring on that blade. I think it's coming off though, slowly. Oh, she's hot. Let's give her a rest. I was bearing down on it pretty good. Let's not go any further on that for a minute. Let's let it cool off. We'll hit this back spring quick. How's that? All our blades cooling off. Work on that rust just a little bit, and I think we'll throw it in some rust remover. Let's take off what we can for right now. That's on there pretty heavy. 2,500 grit. That's too fine. This is 600 grit. Just hit that back swing a little bit. You know what? What I'll do is try hitting it with a wire wheel. See what that does. Remember, the wire wheel will take that off. If not, a good soaking should. Oops. Wrong attachment. Here we go. If at first you don't succeed. Oh yeah. Yeah, that worked really good, didn't it? And I don't like using the wire wheel on the blades because it scratches the blades all up. And But like on the back springs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not going to harm it any. Boy, it almost looks like some tar. Not sure what's on this blade. Yeah. The blade's going to take a little work. The blade really warmed up. Okay. Kind of our first shot there on the bolsters. Try to get them cleaned up a little bit. Okay. Let's, just for kicks and grins, look down in here. Put a little rubbing compound on a patch. We'll scrub down in here a little bit, see what we can get out of here. Actually, it looks awful clean down in there. Don't see any dirt. Just cleaning that brass up though, aren't we? Yeah. Clean that brass right up. Get in here. Okay. Got some junk out of there, didn't we? It's always nice to get rid of any dirt you can before you throw it in mineral oil or your rust remover, because then it doesn't get so dirty so quick. Okay, that's what our blade's looking like now. And like I said, that almost feels like a tar or something on there. Something got hot, because that looks melted there too, don't it? Thinking electrical? Something electrical maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll let her soak and come back to work on it. So I took it out of the rust remover, and then I hit it with the blades real quick, or hit everything with the Dremel here real quick, because I can only work on it a little at a time because the blade heats up so quick. And this is what we're looking like here. See, the blade's pretty scratched up. I'm not sure what we got going on right there. It looks like we got a little bit of pitting right there. And we can see on this side of the blade, that blade's pretty scratched up. I tell you folks, somebody really used this knife. This was a user. Sure was. So I don't know how much better I'll get these blades looking, but overall the knife's looking a lot better. And I mean, it's still, yeah. And I haven't got it in the mineral oil yet, but we're working on it here. That looks pretty clean right there. I could always hit the top of the blade here. You can see the darkness from the rust remover. How it kind of puts that false patina on it. So you can always hit that with sandpaper a little bit. Clean that off some. On the back springs, you got that one little spot there. It looks like just a little bit of pitting right there. So that probably won't clean up anymore. That. Let's get down in here. We can see we got some stuff right along in here. So we need to clean down in here some. I think I'll just take my sandpaper first and get down in there. See if we can clean the walls of the brass here. And then hit down at the floor. And it's actually looking pretty clean. But this side wall here needs a little bit of work. That stuff's really there. That's where these emery boards kind of come in handy. There's a fine side and a more coarse side here. And you don't really see down in here, so I don't worry about scratching too much. There, that got rid of a lot of it. There's a little bit right here. See that? That helps out. So, let's just take a little rubbing compound and get down in there. See what we can get down in here. Yeah, I don't know what somebody used this knife for, but it got some rough use, didn't it? Oh yeah, that's better. Let's try that again. Try to get rid of this, or clean up this brass right here, the lock. See what we can do on that. See if that'll clean up a bit. Oh yeah, look at that. That cleaned up really well, didn't it? Oh, that's starting to clean up really good. Let's hit that one more time. Just a little bit more on there. Oh, that's cleaned right up. Okay, the only other thing is our shield here. Let's see what we can do with the shield. I try not to use a Dremel on these shields because if you slip off and you hit that Delrin, it'll melt it. It'll scar it. So I usually just do it by hand. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Got our shield cleaned off. We're looking good. Again, you see that spot right there? Looks like it got melted, doesn't it? That's all right. So I think I'll hit these blades just a little bit, see if I can get, there's a couple little spots, maybe I can get that off. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. This is a user. This is a user. I love it. So I'm going to just touch these blades up a little bit more. I'm going to throw it in some mineral oil. Well, out of the mineral oil she came, and this is what we're looking like. I got it pretty well dried off. You can see there. I could polish the bolsters just a little bit more, but I don't think it's necessary. This is a user. So I'll just look at this here real quick. Give you a look at it. Still got a little bit there on that's pitting there, I think. You can see the blades all scratched up. One little spot there that doesn't seem to want to come off. Okay, I'm going to throw up a slide here real quick while I finish wiping this off. Now, the knife we're working on right now is a USA-made Schrade. However, you know, Schrade went out of business. Somebody bought their name. So this knife can still be bought. However, it is made in China. So we can see here the Schrade 194 OT Gunstock Trapper lock blade, 3.875 inches closed, round saw cut Delrin handles with nickel silver bolsters and liner lock. And here at Knife Center, they got a price of $17.95 on this knife. So you can get the knife, but it's just not going to be made in the USA anymore. We can look at this brass. It's all shined up and cleaned up. Really happy with how that came out. Look down in there. Very clean down in there. Got a little better snap to it now. And you can see still getting a little bit of dirty oil here. No big deal. But I got to tell you, I would rather have this knife in its condition with all its little aesthetic problems, like this right here, and kind of the chewed up blade there just a little bit. I have no doubt this blade's going to sharpen right up, and that this is going to be a very, very usable knife. And there you have it, folks. We've saved another piece of U.S. cutlery history. So now, go out and have yourselves a very delightful day.